So where did EFT begin? Well, it actually began before EFT. It was called TFT. TFT still exists. It's called Thought Field Therapy. And there was this man, psychologist called Roger Callahan, who's no longer with us, I'm afraid. But he was working with a lady called Mary. And he was very interested in acupuncture points. And he was studying how they affect your body. And he'd been working with this lady, Mary, for a long time, trying to help her overcome a terrible fear of water that she had. And he'd no idea where it came from. She'd no idea where it came from. And one week she came in and said that she was feeling a little bit sick. And he knew that the acupuncture point that you'd have her tap on was under the eye for the stomach energy meridian. And he got her to tap on this point. And what happened then was she jumped up out of the chair and headed for a swimming pool. Now she couldn't swim. She was terrified of water. She had such a fear of water that she had a terrible time having a shower. And she had a terrible time with her children because they always wanted to go to the beach. And she was really happy to be able to see the movie Jaws, because when her children saw the movie Jaws, they didn't want to go to the beach anymore. So she was really happy about that. However, after tapping on this point, she got up out of the chair and headed for the swimming pool. Now, Roger got a bit scared then. He actually wrote all this story in his book. He got a little bit scared then, and he called Mary to come back. And she says, no, I'm okay. And she went over to the swimming pool, kneeled down and threw some water up on her face. Now this was very strange, that all she had to do was tap on this one point, and all of a sudden, all that fear of water was gone. Now what had actually happened is they had done so much psychological work that when she arrived at Roger Callahan's office or home, wherever they were doing the work, that this was all there. They call this the thought field in thought field therapy. When you're tuned into the thought field and tap on these points, you affect the energy system. And so for her, she was tuned into the thought field, going to Roger Callahan to work on this problem again. And she didn't feel well. They tapped on the point, balanced out the energy system in her body. No more fear of water. That's how, well, it could seem how simple it was just by tapping on that one point. Now I'm going to be showing you a lot more points, because a man called Gary Craig went along to Roger Callahan to learn this thought field therapy. The thought field therapy was based on tapping on certain points for certain problems. They had mapped this out in some way. They called it algorithms. Specific tapping points for specific issues. Now when Gary Craig learned about all these points, he had an engineering background. It was something he studied in college. And he decided, sure, why not just tap on all the points? And he called this the basic recipe. And it's this basic recipe that I'm going to be showing you, guiding you through one of the exercises to eliminate bad feelings. So what we're going to be doing is tapping on certain points on the body, head, hands, and working on a particular bad feeling. Now, bad feeling can cover anything. These are the things that hold you back in life. A bad feeling. And when that feeling doesn't exist, you're no longer held back. You can move forward. And all these bad feelings were created somewhere. You were not born with those bad feelings. Some people I've worked with have assumed they've been born with bad feelings. Okay. So I want to move on, and I'm going to show you where some of these points are before I guide you on an experience tapping on these points and eliminating some bad feelings for you.